Good morning. Welcome to WCRN's Conservatively Speaking. I'm Joe Mangiacotti. We start at 6 o'clock this morning and we go to 8 o'clock on both WCRN AM 830 and WACE AM 730. And we can now be heard on the Bachelor Pad Network. Welcome to those new listeners. Follow us at our social media platforms at Your Right Talk. Great show lined up for today, an hour or two at 7 o'clock. Hi, Sheriff. Thomas Hoskins will join us, and he's the Bristol County High Sheriff, and he has made national news from time to time on his strong stance on illegal immigration. He's even offered his inmates to the president to help build the wall that we so desperately need. He's been criticized for a lot of other things as well, but it sounds like he's really actually doing a really good job. We'll talk to him about his position on immigration and some of the latest rules where ICE is wanting to work with sheriffs all across the nation, empowering their deputies with ICE powers, right? The immigration force powers, so that they can detain and arrest illegal immigration, or illegal immigrants, I should say. All right, so that's going to be a great hour two. Hour one, we got a lot to talk about there as well. What's going on in Washington with Attorney General Barr? Attempt to Congress. Are they really going to move this? I mean, it's a debacle. Again and again, the just too far left Democrats in D.C. are blinded by their hatred. We got members of Congress saying that we have to impeach Trump or he will get reelected. That's not the reason that you get to impeach a president. It has nothing to do with his political savvy or his political future. That we have to impeach him, otherwise he'll get elected. They are really coming from a position that we are absolutely arbitrator of what is right and wrong. The American people are too stupid to elect a president, to know what they're doing, and we have to fix the ignorant American people's response. We're all going to still hear from Nigel Evans. Nigel Evans is a member of Parliament. It was very interesting this week. He stood up in Parliament and he told all those members of Parliament, he told all his fellow British citizens that, you know, every time that you and we as a country, as members of Parliament, criticize this president and criticize the American people, we're insulting the American people and we're calling this stupid. President Trump was elected fairly and squarely through the Electoral College, as it is here, and that basically he called for the just to stop insulting the American people and stop interjecting their opinion into the American politics, and that he should be welcomed like any other head of state. And meanwhile, we've got feedback from all over the world that he's doing a great job, and he continues to move along. Look at. He just passed another bill or executive order on pricing on prescriptions. All of the great stuff that is actually being done, that if it wasn't President Trump doing it, the left would be all over it. That they would be touting just how fantastic it is. Like from now on, you have to list the unit price of a medication on your websites and on your literature. That didn't happen before. You could never find out what the cost was of the medication. Now you have to. He also has lowered this. This has been great steps in that way. There's so much more that we'll talk about, but join us at 6 o'clock, and at 6:30 and 7:30 we'll stop for Handling Change. This week we're going to hear from Cantiani, President of Operations, Lisa Labossiere. And Lisa's going to talk to us about the loss of Paul Cantiani Sr., and the fact that he left the agency in really good hands and nothing's going to change there. And that's important for you all to know that. All right. To join the conversation, 508-871-7000, and follow us on social media at Your Right Talk. I'm Joe Mangiacotti, and I'll see you on the radio.